Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, beautiful day outside, sunny, and we're going to go through the solutions to the Chapter 7 test. So, first question, we were asked to simplify three expressions. It says simplify each expression completely. Your answers may not contain negative exponents. So the first problem, I can see here that I've got this fraction 3 over 12. And what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that. And actually, I might even just think about just that fraction, right? 3 over 12. Those are numbers, or they don't have exponents attached to them at all. They're not inside of grouping symbols. So I know that 3 over 12 can be reduced to 1/4, right? Both 3 and 12 are divisible by 3, and I get 1/4. So I have a 4 in the denominator. The other thing that's at work is I do have this negative exponent of x to the negative second. And if I multiply both the numerator and denominator of this by x squared over x squared, the thinking is that is equal to exactly 1. So I'm not changing the value of this expression. I'm just changing the way that it looks. When I do that, right, this immediately becomes 3x to the 7th, and in my denominator I have a 12 and just a 12. And the reason why it's just a 12 is because x to the negative second times x to the positive second is x to the 0 power, which equals the number 1. So I've got 3x to the 7th over 12, and then again, because 3/12 reduces to 1 over 4, my final answer is x to the 7th power divided by the number 4. In the next problem, there is this expression contained in parentheses, and I can see that this is being squared, right? So I want to set out to square that first. It's a 2x squared times another 2x squared. So that thing that's inside of the parentheses, 2x squared is going to become 4x to the 4th power. That's 2 times 2, and x squared times x squared. Now I'm still multiplying that by the 2x squared that sat outside of the parentheses here. And when I multiply this, I have 2 times 4, which is 8. And I have 2 factors of x times 4 more factors of x, which is a total of 6 factors of x. So this is 8 times x to the 6th power. So that's part B. And then for part C, I'm going to clear the negative exponent by multiplying the numerator and denominator by x squared. Oops, x squared. So when I do that, this x to the negative second times x to the second becomes x to the 0 power, which is just simply the number 1. So right now, after that step, this is going to become 4y to the 3rd power divided by 2x to the 4th power. And then as a final step, I can see both 4 and 2 are divisible by 2. There's a common factor of 2, or we can say there's a giant 1. 4 can be written as 2 times 2, and 2 is 2. So you can see that this factor can go away. The end of that story is that there is a factor of 2 that remains in my numerator. So my final answer is 2y to the 3rd power divided by 2, not divided by 2, there's no 2, divided by x to the 4th power.